Let's look at why streamers are ruining, or my fault, why celebrities are ruining streaming.
Yung Miami went live on Twitch a couple days ago, and she has been getting cooked on the timeline. Why? Because she has 0 viewers.
That's a good angle.
Real quick though, this from the YouTube channel Soul Speaks, 34K subs. Check him out, bro. I haven't watched his content yet, but I'm assuming this video is gonna be good, so check out his video.
He says 0 views. No, he got 27 followers.
And simultaneously getting roasted by the chat with 0 viewers, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. But people were really using this tweet to get their shit off about celebrities getting into streaming, and that's what I really want to talk about today. There were quote retweets talking about this.
It's surprising though. You think even just off of having an audience at the very least, that celebrities would be able to pull some like amount of viewership, but I guess they're just really not interesting people, maybe.
Situation where they were saying stuff like, unpopular opinion, nothing against her, but celebs trying to get into the streamer lane is kind of corny to me. And this is a
I mean, in a way, they probably just like getting on camera, just doing whatever, like just not even really doing entertaining shit. They just really start the camera and start the stream and think they're gonna pop off that. But like, I can't think of many people who want to stay and just because it's like a celebrity, stay there and just see you doing nothing.
tweet with damn near 50,000 likes. Got another tweet right here saying if you stream for money, you are ruining streaming. Another tweet saying, oh, streamer's not corny anymore. So yeah, a lot of people were getting their shit off on Yung Miami. And yeah, if you just go through the quote retweets, yeah, a lot of people are getting their shit off. People do not like celebrities getting into the streamer wave as much as they have been. So today I want to examine if that's really valid criticism or if people are just hating. I will say this, a lot of people are right. It
And a lot of shit, most of it is people hating, to be honest.
It wasn't too long ago when live streaming was viewed as corny. It was viewed for the nerds, specifically Twitch streaming, because Twitch started off as a gaming platform. When you went on Twitch, it was a bunch of people at their desk just playing games and doing that type of content. But now, as we know, streaming has become much larger than just gaming. You have people doing these insane...
I ain't gonna lie. When I first started creating content, I was doing some YouTube shit related to my major, computer science. I wasn't even really considering Twitch because even I thought it was like a little corny to do it. But I mean, here I am, bro. Here I am, emboldened to try and start this shit.
Productions, it has expanded past gaming. Like, streaming is insane now, and with streaming becoming as mainstream as it has, it's gonna welcome a bunch of different people with a bunch of different motives, and especially with the amount of money being made in streaming and the top streamers being candid with how much they're making. Yeah, a lot of people are gonna want to get into streaming for one reason or another, a big part of that being the money.
I would say the biggest streamers right now make probably anywhere from $50 to $100 million a year. But that's the big dogs, like the big dogs.
But yeah, like that's the Kai Cenats. That's the Kai Cenat. That's the Duke Dennis. But if even bro's not making that, I feel like people getting in over their head if they really think they're gonna be making like NBA levels of money just off the streaming.
Not even. No, I swear to God, not even near that.
So some under that then.
But like I don't wanna fuck them up with the IRS. You know who pays taxes nowadays? But like it's just like a thing where they make crazy money. You know, and even if you're like, I mean, still I'm so grateful to be doing good for myself. But those are the big dogs. But those are bigger than the NBA maxes.
And I'm not gonna lie, it's very easy to spot when someone's just trying to get into streaming for money. This is literally how they go live. All right, they hit go live, boom. They go on their phone, they start twirling their hair. Chat, what we on, man? Chat, talk to me. Talk to me. Like, it's very obvious. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't everyone. There's a couple of celebrities that got into...
I'm gonna be fucking honest, bro. I don't even really watch streams like that, like, to this day, even. I have, like, people who I watch clips of on YouTube, like Dante. I probably know Dante. Occasional just clips. I don't really watch Kai Speed like that, so I don't know what people find entertaining in streaming or how you would be able to spot fake streamers, but I guess it would make sense that it would be obvious if someone's like they just pretending
to streaming, and you can clearly see that they are doing it for the love of the game. They're actually interested in the game of streaming. I want to shout out T-Pain specifically because he's been streaming for years now, 4 years, and this is T-Pain. He made Bartender. I don't know how long Timbaland's been doing it, but Timbaland looks like he's actually taking streaming seriously. Now, Timbaland may be another video, because everything he's doing with the AI music artist, that may be a whole different video of itself, but Timbaland's another good actor for now. But there's definitely a couple other people trying to get into the space, and you can just tell, bro, that they're just doing it because it's the cool thing to do now. Young Miami is a perfect example. I seen Tyga streaming one time, and I'm like, what the fuck is Tyga doing streaming? I saw, who is bro's name? The fact that I can't even think of him is crazy. The one bad bitch and she do what I say so.
Lil Mosey?
I'm pretty sure I saw Lil Mosey streaming the other day, and I'm like, Lil Mosey
Wow.
streaming. What the fuck? So this is my thing. I don't think all of these celebrities are inherently streaming because they're broke. I think a lot of these celebrities are trying to get into the space because it's the new cool thing. I think streaming, just like how being a YouTuber was a wave at one point, just like being a podcaster was the wave at one point, TikTok was the wave at one point, being a streamer is just the next new wave. Like, do y'all remember a couple years ago when it seemed like every celebrity was launching a podcast? Like, I feel like that's what streaming is becoming, / has become. And I think the main thing that makes streaming appealing to these people is how low lift it is. Like, as soon as you hit go live on your phone or on OBS, you are technically already streaming and creating content, when real content creators know there is much more to streaming than just hitting go live. And as much as I want to say, I don't mind them, good content rises to the top, I'm gonna be honest, content creation now, and especially with streaming, that isn't necessarily the case. Like, this is the bad thing, I guess, about streaming. Like, even the biggest content creators do a lot of low lift content that when celebrities get into it and just start treating it like an IG live, it's not that far off from what the big streamers are doing. In the grand scheme of things, I understand they're not coming up with events and doing what Kai does, but in the grand scheme of things, like, a lot of streamers really do just hit go live, talk to their chat, yap it up, get celebrities involved, yap it up some more, and other celebrities can do that. Now, I don't think there's something in
Fair. I mean, if you have the viewership and you have like the base to do that, and it works for you, I mean, it's like do what you want, man. I mean, get your bread. How you gonna do it? Get celebrities on there, talk to chat if that's what works for you. I mean, people was watching them for a reason, so clearly they must like something about it.
Inherently wrong with streaming and doing content for money, because newsflash, there is big money in content creation. Let's stop lying to ourselves. The cat's out the bag. There's a lot of money to be made in this, especially with a bunch of these big streamers just giving out how much they make. Like, yeah, a lot of people want money.
For June 2025, on June 12th, I streamed 5 hours and 37 minutes. During that day, I averaged 23,462 viewers, and I received over 1,013 subs. On that day, I made $11,282, with 6,320 of those.
Bro, not giving out the whole financial info, really? Giving out the whole pay stub, the whole analytic? Come on, man.
Being ads, 1,797 of those being turbo, 1,477 being gifted, 1,052 doing paid gifted subs, and 622 of Prime.
Ultimately, two things. I just find it very interesting how much the narrative has shifted on streaming in a short amount of time, because again, it wasn't too long ago when streaming, one, wasn't this big, and two, was considered just for the nerd. And I think that's a direct call to the impact that streamers like Kai Cenat, Aiden Ross, and iShowSpeed have made to the game. They have completely shifted what streaming inherently is. But if there is one thing I am kind of, sort of, maybe actually really worried about, is celebrities getting into streaming and starting to figure it out, because the Young Miamis and the Tygas, they haven't really figured it out. But I've seen it with YouTube. I've seen it specifically within sports content creation. Once you get celebrities actually figuring this shit out, smaller content creators trying to compete with them becomes harder and harder and harder. Now, why is that? I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty much a resource and capital diff. Like, that's what it is. I saw it on YouTube when all those late night talk shows started dominating the platform. Like, it's hard to compete with the late night show with Jimmy Fallon, and they have all this production capital and all these resources to upload 20 videos a day, and every single video is edited with the highest production quality in the world. It's hard to compete with that. I saw it within the NBA space specifically when when, you know, when I started, it was a bunch of independent content creators making content and, you know, doing podcasts. But when Gilbert Arenas comes into the space, when All the Smoke comes into the space, when JJ Redick comes into the space with the capital that they have because they...
I mean, this is fair, but you also need to address that, like, there's probably thousands, tens of thousands of people who have over 1 million subs. They're making mad bread off content, who are doing shit that you would watch, but you have no idea about because certain people have certain niches or other stuff like that. There's so many people who are so incredibly famous and popular, but you just don't know because the internet is that big. I feel like as much as even if celebrities were to get into it, there's such a wide broad of an audience, bro. Like the whole world is getting onto the internet, bro. Mind you, once these third world countries start developing more, when India got on and they immediately boosted the T series up to #1 on YouTube, bro, off the amount of people. There's 8 billion people in the world. I have a feeling there's plenty of space for even smaller people to grow, create their own communities. Especially because if you're one person, you can have multiple communities. Sure, your favorite streamer might be streaming at the same time as another one of your favorite streamers, but I mean that's something to be figured out. But it's a wide berth of 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 things to go around where you could always just find more people to go to your content.
They made millions of dollars in the NBA with the network that they have because they're connected with all the NBA players and with the level of credibility that they built prior to becoming content creators being a part of all of this. It became harder and harder and harder for independent sports content creators to make it within this field, or at least it was capped off. Like people's potential was definitely capped off with NBA players starting to figure out content creation. And let me get this straight. I am not saying it's impossible for streamers to make it if celebrities do figure this game out. It's just gonna become harder, and I feel like the potential and people's standards may be too high once it gets to that point. But also you can make an argument maybe that's what the space needs is a higher barrier to entry. It is a higher barrier to quality content, all these different things. Maybe that is what the space needs. Also, you can make the argument that it's inherently a good thing that celebrities are trying to get into the streaming, right? Because it means that the space is being more legitimized, more brands are being involved, more eyeballs are on the industry, and it's a win-win for everyone. You can also make that case. Because I truly do believe that the excuse that content creation is becoming oversaturated has been an excuse for people for years now.
Bro, my dumb ass has been muted this whole fucking time, bro. I mean, not the whole time. I think I know when I muted myself. I think I know when I muted myself. Yeah, this video is not going up on YouTube. Sorry to the stream that or I fucked it up. But like I was saying, I mean, yeah, people been saying this streaming shit been oversaturated for a minute, and that's the excuse that I made myself when I was just doing regular like content. And I was like, I can't really become a streamer. I can't really do gaming content on YouTube. It's too oversaturated. But at the end of the day, there's a huge audience for no matter what you're doing. So if you enjoy it and you're having fun and you know what to do, you do your research, then it's probable that you get big. I mean, I can't talk too much because like I'm not really there yet, so I'm not really shit. But I mean, the hope is right, and from observing other people, the hope is, oh, I can become big. I'm gonna become big. You're like, if you're watching this and you really just want to start content creation, like again, I'm not big, but I'll tell you what I know, bro. I like doing this. I can stay consistent and enjoy what I'm doing. And as long as that's what's going on, you'll probably have fun doing it and you might even grow big and make money off of it. So that being said, I'll end it there, but maybe I will post it on the YouTube, but edit some shit out. But take care, stay blessed, man. I love all of you.